Women get wet when they display these 5 hidden signs. Female psychology. Have you ever been curious about how to interpret the secret cues women give off when they're genuinely interested? It's no mystery that attraction often relies on subtle, unspoken behaviors just as much as on pure chemistry. But here's the catch. Most guys completely fail to notice these signs. Today, we're going to lift the veil on female psychology and reveal the 5 secret indicators that show when a woman is truly drawn to you. These aren't random actions. They're grounded in human connection and deep-rooted psychology. Some of them are so discreet you might have seen them before without realizing their true meaning. Stick around because by the time you finish this video, you'll not only know how to recognize these signals but also understand the science behind why they happen. Believe me, learning this could completely change the way you approach dating and relationships. Now, why is this important? Because picking up on these cues isn't merely about attraction, it's about building respect and creating meaningful bonds. Why women often conceal their signs of arousal and how to foster relationships built on mutual understanding. Once you learn to spot these behaviors, you'll avoid misreading situations and become the kind of man who responds with clarity and self-assurance. Before we get started, let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like a woman was sending you mixed messages? One moment she's fully engaged and leaning in, and the next she seems distant. The truth is, women usually express attraction through nonverbal signals, and once you learn to decode them, you'll unlock an entirely new level of connection. Let's first look at the psychology driving female attraction. Have you wondered why women feel drawn to certain qualities or behaviors? The answer comes down to evolutionary psychology. For generations, women have been biologically wired to look for traits that suggest strength, stability, and emotional safety. This isn't just about being physically strong. It's also about qualities like confidence, attentiveness, and the ability to create a secure emotional environment. Here's the interesting part. While men typically respond to visual triggers, women are far more likely to be influenced by emotional and psychological signals. What does this mean for you? It means what truly matters isn't the car you own or the label on your watch. It's how you make her feel when she's around you. When a woman feels heard, valued, and understood, it sparks a deep sense of connection that goes beyond looks. But here's where it gets complicated. Attraction isn't always obvious. Women tend to communicate their interest in subtle ways, and missing these signals can lead to missed chances or confusion. That's why recognizing these patterns is so crucial. When you can tell the difference between genuine attraction and casual friendliness, you'll have the confidence to respond appropriately without second-guessing yourself. The key here is to look for patterns. One behavior alone might not mean much, but when you notice several signs lining up, that's when you can be sure there's something real happening. In just a moment, we'll cover the first of these 5 secret signs. And trust me, you'll want to hear this. Let's start with sign number 1, genuine eye contact. One of the most powerful ways a woman can show interest is through her eyes. Have you ever caught her holding your gaze a little longer than normal? Real eye contact goes further than a fleeting glance. It's deliberate, prolonged, and often paired with small clues, like dilated pupils and a warm, open expression. Why does this matter so much? Eye contact is among the oldest and strongest nonverbal signals of trust and intimacy. When a woman feels that bond with you, she naturally wants to connect with her eyes. It's her way of saying, I see you, and I want you to see me too. Here's a tip. When you see this happening, hold her gaze confidently, not in an intense or intimidating way, but with calm, relaxed self-assurance. Pair it with a sincere smile to show you're engaged and comfortable. Confidence is magnetic, and showing that you can meet her eye contact without flinching strengthens your connection. Remember, this isn't about staring her down, it's about sharing a moment of mutual understanding. Now, let's move to sign 2, subtle touches. This is one of the clearest indicators that she's feeling drawn to you. Light, casual touches can look innocent on the surface but often carry deeper meaning. Maybe she gently grazes your hand when she talks, touches your arm to emphasize something, or rests her hand on your shoulder while laughing. These small gestures are intentional and communicate comfort and attraction. From a psychological angle, touch is a profound form of communication. It's often an instinctive way to close the gap between emotional and physical connection. When she feels at ease around you, these touches are her way of testing the waters to see how you'll react. So what should you do? Respond naturally. That doesn't mean immediately escalating physical contact, just mirror her actions in a subtle, respectful way. For example, if she taps your arm, you can lightly touch her, shoulder or hand, when you're making a point. The idea is to stay within her comfort zone while showing you notice and appreciate her signals. What you don't want to do is overthink or overdo it. Keep things light and let the connection evolve on its own. By noticing these small but significant gestures, you'll show her you're attuned to her feelings and respectful of her boundaries. Sign 3. Active listening and engaged responses. This is all about how she interacts with you during conversations. Watch for the little details. Is she leaning closer when you speak? Nodding along? Mirroring your body language? Maybe she's asking follow-up questions or laughing longer at your jokes. All of these are signs she's giving you her full attention. Why does this matter so much? Women often express attraction by investing in what you're saying. Psychologically, it comes from a desire to build an emotional and intellectual bond. When she focuses on you, she's showing she values your thoughts and wants to keep the connection alive. To keep this going, reciprocate her engagement. Be present. Show her you're not just listening but truly hearing her. Lean in slightly, maintain eye contact, and reply thoughtfully. Avoid giving generic answers or letting your mind wander. She pick up on that right away. Most importantly, don't try to dominate the conversation. Ask open-ended questions to invite her to share more. When you show genuine interest, you build a dynamic where attraction can grow naturally. Sign 4. Playful teasing and flirting. This is where things get fun. If she's making light jokes, gently challenging you, or arguing about something trivial, it usually means she feels comfortable and interested. Why do women do this? Flirting is a natural way to create both excitement and a sense of safety. Psychologically, playful teasing helps build rapport and forge a unique bond. When you see this happening, respond with warmth and humor. Match her energy without trying to turn it into a contest. For example, if she jokes about your drink order, smile and tease her back in a friendly way. The goal is to keep things light and effortless. Just remember not to take it too seriously if she jokes. Don't get defensive or roll with it, and use it as an opportunity to show you're confident and fun to be around. By meeting her playful energy with a relaxed, charismatic vibe, you'll prove you're someone who gets her humor and makes her feel good. Sign 5. Prioritizing time with you. When a woman likes you, she'll find time for you no matter how full her calendar is. Maybe she suggests weekend plans, agrees to coffee, or squeezes in a chat during a busy day. These choices show you're a priority even when life is hectic. Why is this important? Time is one of our most valuable resources. When she invests hers in you, it's a clear sign she sees you as someone worth it. Psychologically, this reflects sincere interest and a desire to deepen the connection. People don't go out of their way for someone they don't care about. How should you react? First, recognize and appreciate it. Even a simple "thanks for making time for me" can go a long way. Then, reciprocate by being fully present and engaged when you're together. Relationships flourish when both people put in the effort, and acknowledging this sign helps strengthen your bond. Common misinterpretations of female signals. Not every gesture means attraction. It's vital to distinguish between politeness and real interest. For instance, a polite smile, a brief compliment, or short, friendly responses might just be courtesy. Context matters. A genuine smile with prolonged eye contact and an engaged conversation is a strong indicator, while a quick smile on its own might only be friendliness. Always look at the bigger picture before assuming. Here's an important tip. Avoid every move she makes. If you constantly pick apart her behavior, you'll end up anxious and unsure. Stay confident and relaxed. If you're ever in doubt, just ask her something as simple as, "I feel like we really click, what do you think?" Can clear things up without unnecessary confusion. How to respond to these signs. Confidence is your greatest ally. When you recognize these signals, don't hesitate or second-guess yourself. Respond in a way that shows yourself, but not arrogant. Don't overthink. Authenticity is what makes attraction flourish. When the moment feels right, take the next step, whether it's suggesting a date, proposing an activity, or simply expressing your interest respectfully. To recap, the 5 secret signs women give when they're interested. Genuine eye contact.